Welcome to the video Managing Galaxy Credentials within Janus C4. Janus C4 can be used to manage all of the user codes within the Galaxy Intruder Alarm. This has the advantage of ensuring that all user management is performed in one place and everything is synchronized. As you can see, I'm on the Janus C4 server and I already have Janus C4 open, and I'm within Navigation, Administration and Devices. I already have a Galaxy Intruder Alarm that is fully configured, and it's all blue because it's online. Now when I configured the Galaxy integration, you can see that under Memory Management and Persons Management, I've disabled Persons Management. Now the reason I've done that is when the Janus C4 Galaxy interface is first started, if Persons Management has been enabled, all of the user codes and users created in the Galaxy panel will be deleted, with of course exception to the engineer and master users. If you want to manage the credentials within Janus C4 for the Galaxy Intruder Alarm, please ensure that you have a list of all persons configured and the relevant PIN numbers. So I'm going to enable this, so to do that I'm going to right click on the Galaxy bus controller, I'm going to select commands and I'm going to select stop. I'm then on Persons Management going to drop the box down and select enabled. And now the next time that I start the Galaxy integration, all of the users with exception to engineer and master are going to be wiped. There are two more options to be aware of, and that's under automatic night credentials. And we have credential synchronization time. So this is only relevant if Persons Management has been set to enabled. If this is the case, then this is the time at which Janus C4 will send any changes to users and user codes to the Galaxy panel. So please set this to a suitable time, and the format is hour, minute, seconds. We then have credential synchronization type, and if I drop this down, we have clear memory and send all credentials, and we have send credential changes. The send credential changes option will only send to the Galaxy panel at the credential synchronization time any changes made within Janus C4 and after the last sync. And the clear memory and send all credentials option will clear all the users and user codes in the Galaxy Intruder Alarm, and then it will resend all of the users and user code information from Janus C4 to the Galaxy panel. So I've enabled Persons Management, I've got the credential synchronization time set to 1 AM, and I just want to send the credential changes. So that's just going to send any changes made within Janus C4 relevant to the Galaxy Intruder Alarm at 1 AM, and that's since the last sync. So I'm now going to start the integration by selecting the Galaxy bus controller, right click, commands, and then I'm going to press start. And as you can see, everything's gone blue, and once I've done that, we've got credential synchronization needed, and I'm going to press resolve. And then we can see that the credential synchronization is in progress. And what that's doing is that's currently deleting all of the users' PIN codes and fobs within the Galaxy panel, with exception to the master user and the engineer. And it's going to send all of the user information and PIN numbers relevant to the people that have access to the Galaxy Intruder Alarm panel, which in my case at the moment is nobody. And we can see that after a short while the bar goes away, so now all of the credentials have been synced to the Galaxy Intruder Alarm panel. And at the moment the only users I've now got on the Galaxy Intruder Alarm panel is master and engineer. So with the Galaxy Integration Bus Controller selected, I could select the Events tab, and I can see that I changed the property Persons Management from disabled to enabled. I started the Galaxy integration, and then you can see that I resolved the credentials on the Galaxy integration as well. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to configure some people to have access to the Galaxy Intruder Alarm, and I also want to configure some pins. So to do that, and within Janus C4, I want to select Navigation, Administration and Persons. And then I've already got persons configured, so I'm going to just drop down Technical Department, and I'm going to select myself, and I want to give myself access to the Galaxy Intruder Alarm. The first thing I'm going to do with myself selected is I'm going to select credentials. I'm then going to press this green plus icon, and I'm going to select PIN. And then I'm just going to enter a PIN for myself, and I'm going to do this as 5-digit. And once I've entered it, I can click out of the field to save it, And we can see that credential synchronization is needed because I've made a change to a user. So I'm just going to press resolve. The next thing that I want to do is I want to give myself access to the Galaxy intruder alarm. And to do that, and with myself still selected, I want to select the Access tab. And we can see within here we have installation, we have the Galaxy integration, and then we have the Janus Advanced Controller. So if I drop the Galaxy integration down, we can see that we have the bus controller, the intruder alarm panel, and then we have the alarm group. We need to make sure that the user has access to all three of these. So the easiest way to do that, and if I select Galaxy integration, is to just press the tick on the top level of the Galaxy integration, and you can see that automatically cascades down to all of the children nodes underneath the Galaxy integration. Because again I've made changes to somebody's record, I then need to press resolve on the credential synchronization. That then makes sure that the Galaxy panel now knows about my PIN number and also that I have access to it. So my information is now stored within the Galaxy intruder alarm. And if I entered engineers mode or manager mode, I could then scroll to users and I could see myself within the intruder alarm. Now, if I didn't press resolve credentials along the bottom here, if I go back to navigation and devices and the Galaxy integration bus controller and select general settings, that's what this automatic night credentials is for. So we have already spoken about this, but if I close Janus C4 without resolving the credentials issue, then automatically at 1 AM, Janus C4 would send that credential synchronization to the Galaxy intruder alarm. If I wanted that to happen sooner and I'd forgotten to press resolve, I could right click on the Galaxy integration bus controller, I could select commands, and then I could press send credential changes. So it is possible to do it manually by either pressing the bar at the bottom, sending the send credential changes, or just waiting until 1 AM or whatever time you've set in here. And if I wanted to add more people to the Galaxy panel, I would just repeat exactly what I've done. So if I click on Darcy, I can then give Darcy permission to the Galaxy integration, and then under credentials, I could press the green plus, I could select PIN, and then I could give Darcy a PIN, and then click out of the field to save it, and then resolve the credential synchronization. So now the Galaxy panel knows that James and Darcy both have PIN numbers and they both have access to the intruder alarm panel. So now if I select James again and events, I'm now going to arm the intruder alarm with my new PIN number. And there we go. We can see there the alarm group was armed by James Savage. So that's with my self-selected events. We can then see that I armed the intruder alarm. And if we go to navigation and devices and we select the alarm group and events, we can see again in here that the alarm group was armed by James Savage. And then I'm going to now disarm the intruder alarm with my PIN. And you can see there the alarm group was disarmed by James Savage. And if I go to navigation persons and select myself and events, you can see the event is there also. So it's just a nice easy way to be able to check and see who has armed and disarmed the intruder alarm if you're going to use Janus C4 to manage the Galaxy credentials. And that is how you use Janus C4 to manage the Galaxy credentials.